Anglers Extra.
And we're back on the Anglers Extra pregame show. Time once again for the Managers Show, sponsored by the Chatham Bakery with John Schiffner. John playing Harwich after a day off. But before we get to that, pretty exciting day a couple days ago for one of your former players, Pat Valleca, won the College World Series with UCLA, and you just said you watched it. What was that experience like?
Oh, it was great. Just so happy for Pat. I mean, he's a great kid. And, of course, so happy for John Savage. I mean, he's been a dear friend for many, many years. And, couldn't happen to a nicer two guys. And, you know that there's a great bunch of guys at UCLA because that's all they recruit over there. And so I'm happy for them. Mississippi State battled. They were really a battling team. And it was just a fun World Series to watch. But again, we feel we're a little bit a part of the UCLA program in our own little way, and it was really nice for both of those guys. Really happy for them.
How cool is it to watch a guy who played for you last summer get in a dog pile and hold up that trophy a year later?
Oh, it's neat. We've seen it a few times. We've been really lucky. A number of our guys have had that opportunity, but it was special. And, there was never a better grinder than Pat Valleca. Just grinded it out. And I told him when Pat arrived, they got here a little late last year, and I said, we got better when Pat Valleca arrived. And I really mean that. He stabilized a lot of stuff besides the infield. I think he stabilized the dugout. He worked very well with us. He just really, really made things happen for us. Great kid.
He was. I would agree with that. Now, another person who's not here, but we're surely thinking about Mike Galati, got released from the hospital. How did that make you feel when you heard that news?
Oh, it was awesome. Talked to him yesterday, and he was so excited. He was home cooked meals from Mom. I was just talking to him about just stuff, and we're going to make plans. He says he's not sure if he's going to be able to make it to the Cape for the summer, but he certainly will be out here in the fall, he said, because now I have time. So that's going to be great. Get him out in the summer catch a few bass and blues, and that'll be awesome. And we're so happy for him, and sounds terrific, and just can't thank all the people out there from the Chatham A's family that, got a hold of Mike to send him a note or called or said something on Facebook. Just can't thank everyone enough.
Absolutely. A great story, and great to hear that he's out. Now, moving on to today's game, you guys had an off day yesterday. Prior to that, you scored 5 or more runs in the previous 3 games. And even though you only won one of those, are you starting to pick up that confidence again offensively?
Well, I think we're a pretty good hitting team. I mean, I don't know where we fit, but I think we can hit a little bit. We've got some guys that know how to move the ball around. We've got a little bit of power in the lineup. So I think we're going to be okay. It's just, we got to make sure we do. The big thing is what was lacking a little bit the other day was situational hitting. We need to move the man over from second base with less than 2 outs. Whether it's a bunt or not, you got to move that guy, and we need to do that just a little bit more. But that's all. It's adjustments, it's situation, it's knowing, understand what's going on. So we'll be fine.
Are you confident that if you guys continue to play the way you have those last 3 games that the wins will start to come?
I think so. I think though. I mean, we're playing well. We're not getting blown out, blasted. We're getting good pitching performances. We're playing decent defense. We're okay. I think we're going to be okay.
A guy who had a really good game offensively against YD was Dante Flores, 4 for 4 with 3 doubles. You reward him by putting him in the leadoff spot. What did you see from him in that game?
Well, that's what Dante can do. Dante can swing the bat, and we need Dante to do that. And yes, he's in there. If you're hot, you're going to stay in there as best you can. And I'm glad for Dante. I mean, he's a second-year guy. He's a leader for us, and the veteran leadership is nice. A little leading by example. So very pleased for Dante. Great at bats. I mean, that was the key. He took real good at bats off both lefties and righties, and that's real important.
Well, he's leading off against a lefty today. Now moving to the mound for you guys, Lucas Schiraldi making his 3rd start. He really improved from that 1st to 2nd start, which is something that we had talked about, going 6 innings, giving up just that 1 run to Hyannis. What did he do so well?
Well, he's made adjustments, and he's worked very well with Matt Gardner, the pitching coach, and just, it's a big difference pitching against junior college pitchers than it is here in the Cape Cod League. And I think, there's there's a bigger margin of error there than it is here. You cannot afford to miss here as you can in some of the junior college contests. So that he had to learn. He's got to trust his stuff. He's got to locate a little bit better. He's got to throw his breaking pitch for more strikes, which he's done. The last 2 outings were far better than his first outing. Not that the first outing was terrible, but that's what he needs to do, and that's what he's done, and he's working very hard. That's what we need, and that's what these guys are doing right now. There's a lot of guys who have made adjustments, who are working in the cages with the coaches, doing things at the plate differently, making a little bit different approach, and that's all from coaching, and it's all from adjusting.
All right, thanks a lot. We'll see if he can continue that tonight. Thanks again, Schiff.
Thank you, Brandon.
That was the Managers Show on the Anglers Extra pregame show, which continues. We send it back to Keith Zubrow.